Well, at one time I had this radio pretty well cleaned off on the top, but as you can see from sitting out here in the garage, as humid as it's been, it's begun rusting up rather quickly again. So I've been putting on navel jelly, and here in a little bit I'll go through and wipe all that mess off again and see if I need to reapply, and if I do, I'll reapply some more. But sometime tonight I'll go ahead and clean and dry this top down, and then I'll go ahead and take, instead of priming it and then painting it, I've got a paint and primer in one up here. It's a Krylon Dual Super Bond silver metallic. We'll see how that works. It's been a long time, well over a month, since I've been able to do anything with this radio. It's just been too hot. And all that time sitting out here, why, it's just gotten rusted back up again.
Sunday morning, temperatures starting off the day in the mid-50s. While mostly sunny skies, our gradual warming trend continues with a high around 84 Sunday afternoon. Then for Labor Day, partly sunny, more humid. A high temperature of 88 will feel more like 90.
I say it doesn't look like it, but it's on there pretty thick.
Get the latest weather online at 1061theriver.com.
I say I'll wait a few minutes and wipe that off, and we'll give it a look and see how it turns out. And if it looks good, well, I'll go ahead and start taping the thing up to get it ready for paint. I'm not going to take this dial cover off, or this dial off. I'll figure out some way to work around it. Here's Gary. Now, a lot of people will look at this and say, what in the Sam Hill? I'm not good at taping. I never have claimed to be good at taping. I'm good at refinishing wood. This is the first chassis restoration I have ever tried to do. I'm hoping that I can get paint on most of it, and there might be a little paint on some wires and stuff when I'm done. And I couldn't trim around that one there too well, or that one there too well, but any paint that I get on those, I'll go ahead and see about taking back off. The paint that I got, like I say, it's got primer in it, so hopefully what little is left there, it'll go ahead and cover up. We'll see here in a minute. And so we've got the first coat on, and as I suspected, I managed to get some wires in it, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about painting the wires so much as I am worried about protecting the outside of the chassis from rust. Yeah, I painted right over those labels. I will scrape those labels off and paint over those. But it appears, yes, and apparently it's on a little thick in some spots, thicker than others, but it was because of the way I was trying to aim the thing that caused that to happen. But as I say, it's mainly to keep the chassis from rusting any further. And I think that'll do the job. Now, I don't know how long that stuff takes to dry before you can apply another coat, but I'll go ahead and read up on it and get back with you here when I get ready to put the next coating on. And then I'll let it dry for a day, and then I'll scrape those stickers off, and I'll lift those cover pieces up if I need to, just a hair, to be able to get the rest of the chassis I'm not even interested in it looking like one of John's or one of Buzz's or something like that. I just want it protected. I say I'm not any account at this. I freely admit to that. I've done about as best I could. I need to get another blade for that utility knife or the X-Acto knife, one or the other, because they don't cut that tape very good. Anyhow, this is Gary signing off again. Well, they did say to apply the next coat after 25 minutes, but within 6 hours, or after 24 hours. So I think I'll just sit out here for an hour and listen to the radio and listen to old Bob Seger or something. And then apply another coat in about an hour. I've got the garage a lot cleaner than what it was now. I finally got that old oil dry out of the floor and got the benches cleaned up somewhat. A stack of old movies over there I need to get rid of. Yeah, it's just gonna be sitting here waiting now. This is Gary signing off.